We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis. I am the host. I'm also CEO of Mage LLC. Pretty excited about the show. We had a great year last year. Our numbers hit over 800,000 people in total who have connected with the show over the years. We are now the largest publisher of internet stories on entrepreneurship in Massachusetts, and we're pretty excited about that. And that's one of the reasons why we're being hosted by one of the firms we've always been related to, the law firm of Tarlow, Hart Rodgers, and that means my co-host is my litigation friend, Mark Furman.
Hi, Jeffrey. Great to be with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for indulging my little long openings. I like to give my credits to everyone. Our next guest, someone I've met most recently, an exciting business, very different, but an entrepreneur, Samantha Saperstein of the Paul Saperstein Company. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. I'd like to say congratulations on your numbers.
Oh, thank you very
You're
much.
very
That's
welcome.
very nice of you. You have an interesting business. Do you want to give us the story for our listeners?
I would love to. So my grandfather opened the business. I believe it's going to be 53 years ago this year. So I am third generation. It was my grandfather. He's still alive and well and very much so part of the business. But my father, Michael Saperstein, has run the day-to-day for about the past 15 years. And I have worked full-time for the company for the last 6 years or so. I graduated Penn State in 2011. And we are an auctioneering firm. We are one of the only auctioneering firms locally in Massachusetts that does all three aspects of auctioneering. We have a real estate department, which I am lucky enough to be the head of. Then we have a personal property department, which Michael runs along with the company, and that includes auctioneering, equipment, auctioneering stuff like gyms, heavy equipment, stuff along those lines. And then we also have an appraisal department for personal property. So when my grandfather started this business 50 years ago, he really made it into something, and I humbly want to call him probably one of the most respected people that I know in Boston, and I can only hope to continue that legacy for the next 50 years.
Well, you won't get any argument from me. I've known Paul for at least 30 years, I think actually longer than that. He's helped me a lot over the years in terms of charitable things, in terms of business things. I remember being a young lawyer, I think in... I hate to say this date because you'll think...
You're still young.
That's right. But I think it was 1980. And I was sent out to do a foreclosure sale for a bank. And I had no idea
It's one of your first
what
ones.
I was doing. And fortunately, the great Paul Saperstein was there because people started making a lot of trouble at the sale. And I didn't know how to deal with it.
Which can happen.
And Paul became combination auctioneer and mediator, legal consultant, and he has that presence about him, and just an incredible way of dealing with people. And I survived. That was my first foreclosure sale, and I survived it thanks to Paul.
I like hearing stories like that, and I've grown up hearing stories like that, and I can only say that I feel so very, very lucky to have not only Paul but Michael, my father, as my mentors and the people that I get to learn from. They both tell me all the time that respect and how you treat people and how you go about life it's an intricate part of business. We're never going to make enough money in one day to retire, so I want to operate myself and the company in a way that it sustains us for the next 50 years. And I hear over and over again from so many people and businesses and companies and banks and attorneys and lawyers how special my grandfather is and how he's made them feel. And it really motivates me to live my life and operate the business as how he did. I think the greatest thing that we have is the name, the Paul Saperstein Company, because of the reputation that he's built.